Hi, and welcome to Section 3, Transition with Style. We'll begin this section by animating single and multiple elements. Then, we would move on to using ease and tweening, using transition chaining. Later, we will see using transition filter and listening to transitional events. Lastly, we'll learn working with timer. This is the first video of this section, animating a single element. In this video, we're going to take a look at the simplest case of transition interpolating attributes on a single element over time to produce a simple animation. Let's start then. Open your local copy of the file in Text Editor. The code necessary to perform this simple transition is extremely short. Good news for any animator. The code produces a moving, shrinking, and color-changing square. Wait a sec. I'll show you. See? This is the color-changing square. You might be surprised to see that the extra code we added to enable this animation is only on lines C and D. First, on line C, we call the D3 selection transition function to define a transition. Then, the transition function returns a transition-bound selection that still represents the same elements in the current selection. However, now it is equipped with additional functions and allows further customization of the transitional behavior. On line D, we set the duration of the transition to 5,000 milliseconds using the duration function. This function also returns the current transition-bound selection, thus allowing function chaining. D3 transition treats all values that are set before calling the transition function as start values, with values set after the transition function call as end values. Hence, in our example, we have this line B. The background color style defined on line B is treated as the start value for transition. All styles set in the lines are treated as end values. At this point, you might be wondering why these start and end values are not symmetric. D3 transition does not require every interpolated value to have explicit start and end values. If the start value is missing, then it will try to use the computed style, and if the end value is missing, then the value will be treated as a constant. Once the transition starts, D3 will automatically pick the most suitable built-in interpolator for each value. In our example, an RGB color interpolator will be used in line E, while a string interpolator, which internally uses number interpolators to interpolate embedded numbers, will be used for the rest of the style values. Here, we will list the interpolated style values with their start and end values. Background color. The start value, E9967A, is greater than the end value, add 8E6. Margin left. Start value is a computed style and greater than the end value 600 pixels. Width. Start value is greater than the end value 100 pixels. Height. Start value is greater than the end value 100 pixels. Cool! We've learned animating a single element in this video.